get this party started, oh yeah. This tension got me frustrated, oh yeah. Let's get this party started, oh yeah. Anything you want to know, let me know, make I let you know. Cause if you don't ask, you never know. And I don't want it to be like so. Now make I show you a thing or two among all the things that I fit to do. Let's get this party started, oh yeah. Let's get this party started, oh yeah. This tension got me frustrated, oh yeah. Let's get this party started.
Yes, it is now time for People and Event, our vibrant social diary corner. From joyous celebrations like birthdays and parties to solemn moments of remembrance, this segment connects you to the heartbeat of our communities. Let's get it started after this break. Glad to have you back. The rich heritage of the Awori people takes center stage again as over 200 Awori communities from Ogun and Lagos State converged for the second edition of the Awori Culture Festival held at the Police College, Ikeja. The festival brings together traditional rulers, top government officials, and illustrious sons and daughters of Awori land in a colorful celebration of customs, identity, and unity. Our crew captured the moment for you. Do enjoy it.
The Aworis, who constitute a major part of Lagos and trace their origins to Ogun State, showcase their deep-rooted cultural identity at this annual gathering. With over 200 Awori communities spread across both states, each with distinct traditional heads and heritage, the festival highlights indigenous Yoruba cultural elements, including Egungun, Gelede, Kori, Ajogbo, Okoaje, all adding colors, grace, and ancestral depth to the event. The assemblage of traditional heads, leaders, and prominent Awori sons and daughters is aimed at projecting Awori values to the people while positioning their cultural heritage as a viable tourism export. The Ogun State Governor is represented by the Deputy Engineer Moimo Salako Ojedele, while the Lagos State Governor is represented by the Secretary to the State Government, Barrister Bimbola Salu Hundeyi, both proud Aworis, adding prestige to the occasion.
Unity is possible. What we need is sincere leadership. Leadership is not defined by political or traditional title.
We're displaying our culture, we're displaying our traditions, our food, our songs. Our masquerades are coming out, everybody is dancing. Some are even performing some magic, local ones. We have our own food. I'm so happy.
National President of the Awori Welfare Association of Nigeria, Ashiwaju Muhammad Alamu Olagbaye, highlights on ongoing effort to elevate Awori cultural heritage on the global stage and appeals for greater unity and cooperation among Awori communities. Chairman of the Central Planning Committee, Chief Mukaila Adeshagun, says the festival provides a platform to reflect on the journey of the Awori people and their cultural evolution.
Your culture, your tradition tells who you are, tells your history, how useful, valuable you are.
With love and unity, we can develop.
Commissioner for Culture and Tourism in Ogun State, Chief Sheson Fagbayi, former Lagos gubernatorial candidate Abdulaziz Adediran, popularly called Jandor, APC chairman in Lagos State and former deputy speaker of the Ogun State House of Assembly Otumba Olusegun Bolanle Beleyi, who is also on the planning committee, expressed delight in the growing recognition of Awori heritage.
It is good for us to, respect our culture, our value, and so that we can celebrate it together.
We have Awori
both here in Lagos and Ogun State. And if you see what you have there, is a convergence of all Aworis. And as you can see, it's been a huge success.
We are showcasing our strengths. The idea of coming together, picking a day that will come together to facilitate.
Pray that God will grant us the strength and the willpower to sustain it, to keep it going. It is for wherever you may be, whether you are in Ogun State or in Lagos State. We are reviving the cultural heritage of Awori, and we are using it to promote tourism. Lagos State is hosting it twice in a row.
All the son and daughter, both in Lagos and Ogun, we have to involve ourselves in the political activities. That's the only way we can move Awori forward.
Traditional rulers in their royal regalia call for deeper harmony and stronger bonds among all Awori communities.
I believe with coming together of Awori Obas and the Awori people, we'll be able to have, one front that will be able to address our issues.
It is more than a festival. It shows that, Awori people, finally we have now seen ourselves as one. And you can see a lot of diverse cultures.
Aworis are basically majority in Lagos and minority in Ogun. So it's always a pleasure for us to come together to celebrate our heritage.
To show the whole world about our culture, custom, especially in masquerades like Egungun. Egungun belongs to us. Egungun belongs to us. Gẹ̀lẹ̀dẹ́ belongs to us.
Wọ́n ní pàǹtí ò lè kọ̀ǹdòkè nígbó bá parapọ̀ igbó àdìtí. Mo jẹ́ ìkànnà Àwórì tí mo rí pé nǹkan tá à ń ṣe lè ní. Ó jẹ́ ìdùnnú gbogbo ilẹ̀ Àwórì pátápátá.
We are all here. You can see here in an attire. These are the attire for the kings. This is an annual event. We started last year and it's going to continue like that.
The festival peaks with electrifying cultural displays, energetic performances, and the ceremonial payment of homage.
We now move to Okeodon in Yewa Land, Ogun State, where we have the 2025 one-week cultural festival, which leads the community with color, culture, sport, and a major development milestone. From traditional rites to youth competitions and a historic health center commissioning, it was a 4-week excitement, tradition, and togetherness. OGTV People and Events brings you the thrills and feels of the week.
Established in droves consisting of immigrants from the north-central Yewa town of Ilobi Erinja, Eyobode, Ilaro, Shala, Imashayi, Ibeshe, Ishaga, was now metamorphosed into 4 quarters of Ago Ilobi, Ago Erinja, Ago Eyo, Ago Ilaro. Okeodon is blessed with rich cultural and traditions, which includes Egungun, Oro, Orishaoko, Shango, Shampono, and Ifa, one of the foremost communities in Yewa Land on the precipice of the border between Nigeria and neighboring Republic of Benin. Okeodon is blessed with several heroes and heroines, one of whom was Omoba Aino Shara Bonita Davis, captured by Dahomey Army and eventually adopted by Queen Victoria of England as goddaughter. The uniqueness of the culture and tradition of the community has been a source of blessing, coupled with various illustrious sons and daughters who have made their mark in different chosen fields of endeavor across different parts of the world, who gather to celebrate every year. The celebration has now assumed different dimensions as the first Okeodon Day Festival attracts dignitaries from Ogun, Lagos states, and across the world, as the occasion was used for the launching of 500 million naira Okeodon Infrastructure Development Fund. The week-long celebration was kick-started on Monday, 27th of November, 2023, with Ipab rituals, beating of Gbedu drum, and 21 gun salutes. Sons and daughters of the land who have made their mark in Ogun State, Lagos State, and across the world were joined by traditional rulers in Yewa land, led by the Olu of Ilaro and paramount ruler of Yewa land, Oba Kehinde Olugbenle, Deputy Speaker of Ogun State House of Assembly, Honorable Bolanle Ajayi, and other dignitaries for the colorful grand finale. Oba Olugbenle, who was highly delighted by the high level of organization and good display of the rich culture of the people, promised to offer his assistance in ensuring that the festival is given the state, national, and international recognition.
These are the things we need to show the whole world that we have our children everywhere. We need to encourage them to come home. The ones that actually encourage them to hold this program with some of our other sons and daughters who are abroad. So this is a good template that I will encourage all Yewa Obas to follow.
Lagos State Governor, represented by his Special Advisor on Urban Development, Dr. Olajide Babatunde, described it as a good avenue to attract attention to the community for the much-needed development. Chairman of the occasion, Otumba Oluwaranti Oshifeso, performed the formal launch of the 500 million naira development fund. Some indigenes of the community and guests described the occasion as unique in the history of the community.
There is a celebration of love, celebration of peace in Okeodun. You can see celebration of togetherness, because everybody, we are happy, enjoying ourselves. The feedback we are getting from day one has been very, very encouraging. And I can tell you that our people in diaspora, they've booked, inshallah, their flight for next year edition.
This year is just a way of making awareness that the new Okeodun has begun. Okeodun, the progressive Okeodun, that is the goal. And we want to send a message to all Okeodun descendants, home and abroad, that it's nice time, it's now the time to come home.
I have about 6 members of my club from Okeodun here. And 3 of them, their ashes. Coming to Okeodun to celebrate with them is nothing new. We have been coming here to celebrate with them.
They should never forget their home. Home is an important place. Wherever you go, always remember the land you came from. You can develop your place, then the governor will come and support you.
Wọ́n tàtún rántí pé ìgà wa, ìgà ẹ̀yọ̀ ó tún wà ní Okeodun yìí. Okeodun náà ò ní bàjẹ́.
Inú mi dùn, ayọ̀ mi sì kún nítorí pé wọn ò gbàgbúra gẹ́gẹ́ bí one of the ruling house nílùú Okeodun.
Chairman of Okeodun Day Festival Central Planning Committee, Chief Ali Ajibode, was delighted on what the festival has brought to the land.
This lady, a slave girl who became goddaughter of Queen Victoria in England. Queen Victoria gave her the best of education. Queen Victoria gave her out in marriage, and Queen Victoria also arranged for the wedding of the daughter to Dr. Randu. You must have been hearing about Randu.
Olokeodun of Okeodun, Oba Oluwarotimi Fagbenro, was full of appreciation to all who have contributed to making the day possible, and he thanked the Ogun State government for the various infrastructure development in the community.
Another 5 to 10 years, I expect us to have many more secondary schools, many more private schools.
High points of the festival were the performances by the different cultural troops, paying of homage by the different quarters, social groups, among others, as popular Fuji musician Wasiu Alabi, known as Pasuma, was on stage to spice up the occasion.
For many members of the BBHS class of 1985 who have not seen one another 40 years after graduating from the famous Baptist Boys High School, Shaje Abeokuta, this 2025 reunion was a significant milestone to reminiscence, reconnect, and share live update. The gathering, which brought together the classmates 40 years after graduation, also foster a sense of nostalgia and sweet old memories of school days. OGTV People and Event captured the glitz and glamour of the 3-day event of old boys who pride their alma mater as Noli Seconders, second to none.
The 48th anniversary of the class of 1985 was held for 3 days, with the first day dedicated to their wives, with a talk on the care of the home front.
These days, some of us believe that we have difficult children. Why? Because these children, as they grow up, they are not growing up the way we grew up in our own time. That time was social media, was technology. That time, everything we do, then only everything.
Professionals were later on the ground to speak to the current students on their choice of career and the subjects combination required, after which members converged on the Shaje Central to thank Allah for taking them thus far. The anniversary event continued with commissioning of their 48th anniversary projects, the totally renovated principal quarters and borehole facilitated by a member of the set, Solius Sulaiman.
It is with immense pride, deep gratitude, and a profound sense of history that I stand before you today at this commissioning ceremony of the newly renovated Principal's House, an outstanding legacy project by the class of 1985 in celebration of their 40th graduation anniversary. To the glory of God. Amen.
The 805 boys later turned up in their colorful regalia for the awards in dinner, where they could not thank God less. A member of the Old Boys of 1982 set and also member Lagos State House of Assembly spoke on the theme of the anniversary, the impact of BBHS on our lives.
None of them the minimum they should be able to achieve will be first degree. And when I went through the master's degree, no child had any life from Google beyond the first degree.
Thank you for what we do, but like Oliver Twist, which is we must keep asking for more, which is why I'm grateful for the topic that you have chosen, the impact of BBHS.
If you have a bad beginning, does not end you a bad person in life. The most important thing is that you keep your eyes on the ball. You have your vision, you have your goal. Keep it up. And I want to say this to you. Irrespective of age, you can become what you want to become if you are focused on what you want to do.
High point of the ceremony was the presentation of various categories of awards to some 805 members and seniors, as two of their late members, Mr. Soliu Saka and Mr. Rashid Adekunle Shodimu, were honored posthumously. Members of the 805 Wives Association were fully on the ground to support their husbands.
My charges to them is like, I wish them the best of the best in life for what they are doing today, which is a thing that someone should do, celebrating things like this. So my charge to them is I wish them the best in their lives.
The 40th anniversary was rounded off with a Thanksgiving service at the Ebenezer Baptist Church, Shaje.
It's not all that easy. You know, something we call boys only. Everybody will like to bring his own idea. Either we like it or not, one way or the other, we accept it and come together.
40 years of greatness, 40 years of ups and downs. We thank God. Though it has not been easy, but we appreciate God and we appreciate members. We appreciate everybody.
It was a colorful event there. 70 years after its establishment, the Agoiwoye Secondary School stands as one of the enduring pillars of education and community development in Ogun State. The institution's journey of academic excellence, moral training, and alumni impact was brought to the fore as past students returned home to celebrate its remarkable milestone. The Agoiwoye community came alive as the All Students Association hosted a grand 70th anniversary celebration, drawing alumni across generations, dignitaries, educators, and community leaders into a colorful gathering filled with nostalgia, pride, and renewed commitment to the school's growth. OGTV People and Events Crew were present to capture the moment. Do enjoy it.
The celebration, held on the school grounds in Agoiwoye, featured a series of engaging activities designed to honor the institution's legacy and reinforce its future direction. All students arrived in large numbers, reconnecting with classmates and teachers, many for the first time in decades. Speaking at the event, the national president of the All Student Association, Sir Taye Shogbeson, highlighted the school's unwavering contribution to academic excellence and moral upbringing since inception.
We carry the spirit of our Meta wherever we go. We are its ambassadors, its custodians, and its greatest advocates. Together, we form a network that stretches across industries, disciplines, and continents.
Chairman, Platinum Anniversary Celebration Committee, Dr. Femi Bakri, gives an assurance of more impactful and transformative years ahead.
Government cannot fund education alone. It takes collaboration and partnership to deliver excellent education in any institution. May it be primary, secondary, or tertiary level. And what you are seeing here today is handwork of team spirit, belief, passion, resilience, sense of responsibility, and determination to make a difference.
The highlight of the ceremony was the 78th anniversary party, a vibrant reception filled with music, alumni interactions, and special awards presented to outstanding former students, past principals, and notable community supporters. Cultural performances by current students added color and energy, reflecting the school's rich heritage. Representing the chairman of the day, Olori Medinat Kazim, and the chairperson, Olori Olanike Adinga, noted that various interventions by the association have continued to uplift learning standards and improve the school environment.
All of you, the alumni members of the different sets, while also appreciating all the invited guests for your time, support, and anticipated donation towards the continuous growth of Agoiwoye Secondary School.
We must also acknowledge the dedicated teachers, past and present, whose passion and sacrifice continue to nurture generations of students.
Guests and all students enjoyed a joyous atmosphere filled with reflections of the past.
connection you once had when you are in Agawe Secondary School today should be pleased bring it together on almater level.
Alumni Association is the pillar, key, on whose the development of every school resides now, especially when government is overwhelmed with requests, overwhelmed with responsibilities.
In the next 10 years, I want this Agawe Secondary School to be of international standard. We're going to have boarding school, we're going to have HSC.
To the current students, this school is not made to give you everything. Your education will not end in this school. What you need to do, be focused on the morals that will be imparted to you in this school.
Many alumni pledged to continue giving back to the institution that laid the foundation for their personal and professional success.
Family, friends, and well-wishers gathered to honor and witness the beautiful union of Babalola Okpeyemi and Kudus Lawal wedding ceremony in Abeokuta. Vows were exchanged with a promise to love themselves with the fear of God.
Amidst laughter, music, and the glow of shared happiness, Babalola Okpeyemi and Kudus Lawal celebrated the beginning of a new chapter as their wedding ceremony unfolded in a stunning blend of elegance and emotion. The event took place at African Church Grammar School Hall, Itayalode, Abeokuta, where the mother of the bride, Mrs. Morufat Babalola, who is a member of staff at Ogun State Television, gave out her daughter in marriage in the presence of family and friends. The general manager of Ogun State Television, staffs of OGTV, close associates, community members, and well-wishers gathered to celebrate the beautiful union. Okpeyemi, glowing with excitement, made her entrance to warm applause, accompanied by her bridal train and family members. Kudus, equally elegant and composed, awaited her with a smile that reflected the depth of their bond. The officiating minister led the couple through the exchange of vows, encouraging them to build their home on love, faith, and mutual understanding. Prayers were offered for the success of the marriage. The moment they were officially pronounced husband and wife, it drew a standing ovation from the gathering. The reception that followed was marked by music, laughter, and heartfelt speeches from family members who praised the couple's dedication, friendship, and shared values. Guests were treated to sumptuous meals and lively entertainment as Okpeyemi and Kudus took to the dance floor for their first dance as a married couple. As the celebration continued into the evening, the groom parent and the bride's parent expressed gratitude to everyone who supported and graced their children's ceremony. The wedding, filled with joy and memorable moments, marked the beginning of a new journey built on love, unity, and promise.
Say
They should take things slow. They shouldn't listen to third-party advice and live as one.
Today is my happiest day, and I give God Almighty the glory.
Béèyàn bá gbọ́ sínú mi kò lè kó ẹsẹ̀ torí pé àwọn ọmọ àtọkọ àtìyàwó ọmọ alálùbá.
I'm so happy to witness my child's wedding.
Ayọ̀ mi kún pé nǹkan rẹ àwọn ọmọ mi ó tún ṣojú mi tí wọ́n gbà ṣe mi ṣe lórí wọn alhamdulillah.
Àmọ̀ràn tí mo gbà fún wọn ni wípé mo ti fọ́mọ náà la advice àtọkọ àtìyàwó kàn ṣe jẹ́jẹ́.
They should be careful and they should live together with love and harmony.
The wedding concluded with cutting of cake by the couple.
And that's all on People and Events. Next week is another time. Bye for now.